Hello, everyone. My name is Jordan Alspa. I'm from the University of Massachusetts Lowell, and I worked along this project along with Carlos Ibarra-Lopez and Eric McCann, who are also alumni from UMass Lowell. And we actually work in a human-robot interaction lab. So we do a couple of different things. A lot of what we do is we acquire new devices, whether they're new sensors we're applying onto robots to do some sort of autonomous behavior, or oftentimes it's new kind of like human interaction elements. Things like new touchscreen devices or kind of things along that line. And a big problem we've had for quite a number of years now is a lot of times these devices that we get that are consumer devices aren't easily usable on Linux. And oftentimes they're Windows-only drivers, or just the support is much better for Windows, things like that. And so kind of one of the things that we started doing a long time ago is we worked on ROS.net, which is a series of C# projects that allow you to do managed.NET code to communicate with ROS nodes. Initially, we were using this primarily for a lot of Windows interfaces, building user interfaces for controlling different robots, mainly differential steering robots. But we've actually branched it out to use a number of different types of projects. I have a couple examples of things that I'm going to give specifically, but kind of what ROS.NET has. So there's publishers and subscribers, parameters, services, custom messages, basically all of the things that you would need for a core ROS program. And as some samples we have a compressed image view, point cloud laser scan visualization, URDF, dynamic reconfigure, and TF tools for being able to do a lot of the stuff you can natively with ROS, like getting transforms from frames and rendering stuff. And this is an example of C# syntax for creating a publisher. And for all of you that are familiar with ROS, this is very similar syntax. And we originally started working on ROS.NET 5 years ago, and we actually ported over to Unity, because Unity has a C# backend. And this kind of is getting into the crux of why I'm here. So the reason why we were looking at using Unity is some devices only support Windows. And a specific example of this would be the HTC Vive when it originally came out. And also some devices, even if they do support multiple platforms, Unity is a common target for them. And Unity has deployment for Windows, Linux, Mac OS, Android iOS. And you can quickly utilize 3D graphic capabilities. So the spiel is, if you are interested in using Unity, we have a way to integrate with ROS. And I have an example using HTC Vive. For those that aren't familiar, it's a virtual reality headset you can put on. And here you see an example. So you actually saw Valkyrie in the talk just a little bit ago. But this is me wearing the HTC Vive, controlling Valkyrie. So I'm using Windows.NET, rendering a URDF that I've built from the TF tree. So I'm updating the TF tree in real time from the robot. And I'm sending commands from Windows land to ROS, just using normal ROS topics. We also have the ability to do stuff like point clouds and images and that kind of thing. And these two URLs, if you're interested in taking a look at ROS.NET, whether it's a contributor or using it, we have ROS.NET, and then an additional little step for just getting it to work with Unity. And we do have a poster, and we'll be there in this session. So thanks a lot.